In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create corridor surfaces. So I have a corridor on here and I want to create some surfaces. Now, before I go into the dialog box to create the surface, when it comes up, you're going to have two options. Do you want to create your surface based on the cross-section lines, which are called links, or do you want to create them using these longitudinal lines, which are called feature lines? Okay, so you have that option. Typically, most users, new users, I say use links because they're already grouped together for you. And so if I zoom over in here real quick, I'm going to just demonstrate something. So this is an assembly. And so as you can see here, these are all datum links. All these yellow lines I've created here are datum links. So I can build a surface out of the datum. And then there's links going completely along the top, which are called top links. One thing I want to point out here is because we have an option later on to create an overhang correction. And in this example here, this is a curb. And because these are datum links, it always triangulates to the three closest points. So it's going from here up to here. And that's why you're seeing it like that. That's how that surface would look if I didn't put any overhang correction. Now, you have two options when you do an overhang correction. Do you want to use the bottom links? And so basically what it does, it tries to stay along the bottom all the way, then it'll go right up until it finds another link and goes on through here. So there's a little area in there that you're going to be missing the volumes for in this method. If I say top links, it goes all along the bottom until it finds a upper link, a top link of the same code, and then it'll follow along that. And then in this situation, you're going to be missing this small little volume here. But typically only comes into play when you've got an overhang like this. So we're going to build these corridor surfaces now. So best way to do it is select your corridor on screen. Let's go up to the ribbon and we're going to go to corridor surfaces. All right. So you're going to click on this first icon twice. I usually create two surfaces. I create a top surface and I create a datum surface. The datum surface is what I use for my volumes. The top surface is just give me the final contours. I'll set the style on this one to no display. I don't need to see those. So we're going to go the top first. Once again, we can either use links or we can use feature lines. I'm going to use the links and I'm going to use the top links for the top surface. So I click on the plus sign. Now I've added the top links. I'm going to go to datum. I'm going to use links again and I'm going to go find the datum links and I'm going to hit the plus sign. You can mix and match these also. So I could go in and say feature lines and then I would grab the list, but you would need to know what each of these lines represent. So every single point on an assembly, they're stringing together these lines. New users often don't know what these are. So that's why I usually recommend to use feature lines. In this case here, we've done datum, we've done top. Then over here is this overhang correction. Whether you need it or not, I usually set these and I'll say, hey, top links, always use the top links. For my datum surface, always use the bottom links. Okay? And you also could say add these links as break lines also if you wanted to. Now with any surface, you need boundaries. So the next tab over is boundaries. Not a lot to do in here. All you do is highlight the surface, you right click, and you go corridor extents as an outer boundary is the best way to do it. It's like a shrink wrap around your corridor. I do the same thing for datum, corridor extents as an outer boundary, and now I've added two boundaries, one to each surface. I now go OK, rebuild this, and I'll escape here. And now you can see I've got my contours in here. And if I want to quickly have a look at this, I'm going to select a contour, object viewer. Now you can see the surface I just created. This concludes this short video on corridor surfaces.